Morning. Yeah, I was, yes, very passionate sports fan, particularly rugby, and I was one of my, I don't know if you've seen the film The Bucket List, it's a great film, and on my bucket list was that I had this desire to play rugby with my son. He's 19, so 2 weeks ago I did don my boots again, and I've got to say I realise I'm not 19 anymore. But it was a great thing to tick off and a very proud moment for me. So yeah, I want to talk about community and the impact that we have on community. Some commentators argue that the business of business is business. And if you just look at growth in simple economic terms, it's clearly hard to disagree with that. But I believe that business of business is equally to build healthy, sustainable communities, and that's certainly something which my parent company believe as well. The great Victorian entrepreneurs knew this. They not only built highly profitable enterprises, they were also social reformers who recognized that thriving communities were essential to business success. Today, the beacons of the communities they helped build, the pub, the park, the school, even the church, have disappeared in many neighborhoods. The back-to-back terraces that characterized our industrial landscape may have lacked mod cons, but they provided local residents with an identity, a sense of place, and a set of shared values. They defined the local community. Business leaders at that time were civic leaders and pillars of the local community. Whilst corporate competition, consolidation, and globalization have undoubtedly delivered significant benefits for the economy, consumers and society in general, they have sadly also contributed to the decline of the community. Corporate responsibility, that innate desire to do the right thing, has been hijacked by management consultancies, in our view, and business schools, that now it is little more than a box-ticking exercise. Head office-driven functions, not real action rooted in the needs of local communities. The economic and social challenges our country faces cannot be solved by business as usual. Business models will need to be transformed so that our social and environmental obligations become aligned with our economic responsibilities. The real triple bottom line. That's particularly true for big business. With scale comes responsibility, something we're very aware of. Asda is part of the Walmart family, and with over 10,000 stores, 2 million employees, 200 million customers, and over 60,000 suppliers. In a world of instant communication and transparency, our license to operate, and more importantly, our freedom to grow, will depend on us having the trust of stakeholders, particularly our customers, our colleagues, and the communities, of course, of which we serve, and where we live and work. The mission of Walmart's founder, Sam Walton, was to save people money so they could live better. There are three things we can turn to in terms of Sam's vision and turn them into reality. Improve the standard of living of local people by lowering the cost of the weekly shop. Give young people the confidence and skills to get on in life. And help make our communities better places to live and work. Leaving more of our customers' hard-earned money in their pockets by lowering the cost of their weekly shop will clearly benefit local communities, something we're committed to, and it isn't a claim that we're the lowest price supermarket. It's in our DNA. By running a lean business with a relentless focus on reducing waste and taking out unnecessary costs, our customers can save money for the things that help make life better. For example, rather than sending 160,000 tons of card and plastic to landfill sites each year, we backhaul it to our own recycling centres, which are next to our distribution centres, segregate it and we sell it, generating millions of pounds so that we can use it to lower the cost of the weekly shop and, of course, reducing our environmental footprint. But I'll be the first to admit that we haven't always spent enough time focusing on the live better element of Sam Walton's mission. And I'm determined to put that right. As Tina said, I left school with just one O-level. I could very easily have become one of those lost generations of the 80s youth I was lucky. I found somebody. Someone who gave me the opportunity and a chance to make something of myself. Somebody who sponsored me. That's why I'm so passionate about helping young people. I think we've got a responsibility to deliver basic skills, work experience, interview skills, a Saturday job, or even an apprenticeship. Anything we can do to improve the life and the chances of those people aged between 16 and 24. The role of a supermarket plays in a local community can't be decided hundreds of miles away in a corporate office. It has to be decided by local people, store by store, community by community. That's why we're radically reshaping our community programme, empowering our store managers to turn their shops into local community centres for the neighbourhoods they serve. My vision is that our store managers become a pillar of that community, leveraging their expertise and experience to help voluntary groups, charities and small businesses. That's why meeting and training rooms that stand idle at evenings and weekends in our stores are already being turned over to local organisations for them to meet, and of course they're free. We have a dedicated group of colleagues, 514 community life champions, connecting with charities, voluntary groups, civic leaders and other local businesses to understand the needs of the community in what we're calling the Asda Mile. That is a mile around our stores and distribution centres. This year, we're investing 500,000 hours in terms of that relationship of those local community champions. An additional £5 million for those colleagues to share in their local communities over the next 3 years. I realise, and I've sat where you are, that there's some cynics. And those cynics will say this is nothing more than corporate do-gooding. Well, of course, I'd say they're wrong. It's the right thing to do for the communities we serve. And you know the other thing? It's the commercial point I was making. It's right for the P&Ls. The bedrock of business success relies on having healthy and happy customers and a well-educated group of colleagues. For me, it's a virtuous circle. Businesses that contribute to building a better society through investing some of their profits and sharing their premises and expertise with local communities will have a highly motivated workforce, enjoy lower labour turnover, and will have the trust and loyalty of their customers. Trust is fundamental to success. And of course, there'll be a growing and profitable company. Thanks very much.